Known to millions of professional wrestling fans as a charismatic patriot with an American flag in one hand and his signature 2x4 in the other, Hacksaw Jim Duggan is on the road telling tales of his storied career. He took to the stage at Yuck Yucks in Ajax Monday night in front of a packed house. And now Andrew McDonough has part one of a story on the wrestling legend.
WWE Hall of Famer, please welcome Hacksaw Jim Duggan!
Right off the bat, the first thing Hacksaw Jim Duggan has to do, brothers, give a big ho! Kind of fires me up, kid, gets me going nowadays. But you know, I tell folks if they want to hear some funny knock-knock jokes or jokes about your grandmother, then go somewhere else. It's not that kind of show.
Well, you know the first thing we got to do together, guys. Let's go!
Hacksaw Jim Duggan was at Yuck Yucks in Ajax Monday night, offering professional wrestling fans a ringside seat into his adventurous life.
This is kind of behind-the-scene look at professional wrestling. Stories about on the road with Jake the Snake Roberts and his 10-foot python Damien. Ring stories about Andre the Giant. Rib stories about Bret Hart and Owen Hart. And folks, even that aren't wrestling fans, are always kind of intrigued by our business and kind of like to see the behind-the-scenes look.
Doing it on bleeding, and DiBiase got me outside, and on the background you can hear the ambulance coming, you know. So.
In the show, the WWE Hall of Famer talks about key moments and legendary bouts both inside and outside the ring.
Well, I tip my hat to Mick Foley. Mick is the first guy to start doing these a few years ago, and then Jake the Snake Roberts and I did a couple. Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and I did a few, and now we're all starting to go off on our own and doing them, and that seems to be pretty successful. Folks, like I said, are interested. We've been doing them Scotland, England, Canada, the U.S., going to go over to Australia and New Zealand with it. It's amazing the worldwide appeal of professional wrestling.
Now it's gone full circle. I get the young guy going, I know I can beat him.
And after a long wrestling career, marching to the ring with a 2x4 slung over his shoulder, Duggan saw the appeal of telling his stories on stage.
Well, the best thing is not to have some big young guy coming after you, wanting to beat you up, throw you out of the ring. But, you know, folks ask you get tired of it, you get nervous about it. I said, are you kidding? It's like coming into a room of old friends, sitting, talking wrestling. So many folks are very knowledgeable about wrestling and have some great questions and just interested in our business. And it's humbling at this stage of, you know, 62 years old. My heyday was back in the 80s and 90s to have folks come here and still remember who I am and care about my stories. It's great.
I got to the ring. This is great.
In Ajax, Andrew McDonough, Durham Now.